Hey there, this is IK. Welcome to React Delete. This is component read.js, and the topic is form for adding new post, and below of form is table, one row, one post. How many posts? That many row in table. Every row one post. It means that concretely data, concretely content is in every row, and also ID is used in update button, what we see. And now we spoke about button delete button. There is number 9 also. Here we will see in script delete. 9.8 of ID will be in delete here. ID 7 will be in delete here. And when we click on delete now ID what we want to delete, as it was with update. Update now what post we want update. And table is the best form for CRUD: create, read, update, delete. It is last in that for delete in my YouTube channel. But not in the future. I can get back on that when I need. But in this time, in a series of this time about create, update, read and delete, it is delete, rest only for talk about. Here is a table. And look at delete, deletate. After delete, we have not render again, rendering of read. Read is parents to that table, and table refresh, but not read, because our use effect in read don't depend about post, state post. Our state post is now different than before clicking on delete, but that changes in states post. It is state of component read. That changes of post not immerse, not use effect is not dependent from state post, because it was empty array as second parameter of use effect. Empty array. Spoke about that in recently videos. And now delete. Let's go to see script. Create, read, update. Where is delete here left in component? There is no component delete, because it is the simplest one mutation. And let's go to read. Start from button delete. Here is a button delete. At first, I want to repeat many times, and it is that. Here is in read.js. Here is we declare here posts, state post, and the use state there is a parameter empty array. It means that initial state in this row, in this declaration, is empty array. After that, we have when rendering finished of read component, it would be calling for useEffect function, and that useEffect function create request get, hypertext transfer protocol get. Here it is method of Axios library, and get, there is address get, method get, there is parameter address of our project post1, of our endpoint address, and method 10, in method 10, in parameter of method 10, we receive the response data, and that response data we set by function setPost. We mutate our state post. Here it is in read component. We are in read component. Mutate. We mutate, change state post. It was empty. Now it is full of post from server. What coming from server, and from this point we have array state, object array state post, full of post. With the post, all time we are in component read. With post, we have return. Return in every component, functional component. Return means what we will render it, what will be rendered in a virtual document object model. First, in a virtual document object model. After that, that virtual will change actually document object model and would be actually document object model. And return is means rendering. It is all in return. Look at it is braces. Where is end of braces? Look at it is, click here, you look at a square round, and here it is spare, other square, closed braces, parentheses, closed parentheses, and inside that is all that JSX. JSX is JavaScript extension. It is extension of JavaScript language, and it can go inside document JS, JavaScript document, like now it is read, together with JavaScript. It means that HTML, thanks to JSX language, can go together with JavaScript inside that return or other places in component. It means that in return we have table. Of course, it is construction of table header, table row, and we will see header row. It will be ID, heading, blog post, action. Below action it would be button, delete and update. Table row finished, table header finished, and begin table body. In table body, here is a like loop. It is a method map. Method map is always for a list when we want to list. Here is a list of array posts. Slice means copy of array post, and reverse means reverse of copy, not original, but of copy. And like this, in by help of slice, we don't touch original post. And it is important because we don't know where is all places. We don't remember all places where original post can be used. And this changes, reverse, is happen only here in slice, in copy of post. And the map is method of array, because post is array, copy slice, copy of post is array. It is all method. Reverse of copy of post is also array, and at least we have a map of that reverse post array. And in that map, here is open parenthesis of parameters of map. Here it is, yellow. Here it is. It is all about a row, in table. Here is a closed row. And here is one row, table row would be list, row by row, and the key must go here. What would be key? Post.id. What post? Post from list. First post, second post, third post. How many posts? That would be a row. And when we have loop, here we have map, we have only one row. We define, we construct structure of one row, and how many posts it will be repeating, and every row will have concretely value. Because of that, here is a curly brackets. It means value. Post ID maybe 8, maybe 9, and it is in a row, because a row repeating. But in every row we have cell. Here is a post ID, post heading, post blog post, and after that we have action. This action, it was button delete and button update. Here it is, button delete. And we call table cell, table row closed, table body, table and division, HTML, and close return. And this is curly brackets is closed component, closed body of component. Here it is, body of component. And now we are ready to see delete. Delete is here. Button delete. Here it is on click. Button delete is call handle delete. Function handle delete. And here is a parameter post.id. It is concretely value. Concretely value. We define every row with concretely value of concretely post. And here is a number, 1, 2, or 9. Every row there is a number ID of that post in that row. And when we click on this button, we call handle delete function, and we have a value of parameter of that function. Let's go to see what that function does. Handle delete. Handle delete. Handle delete. Here it is. Handle delete. Send. Handle delete. Declare object here equal arrow function. There is a parameter ID. It is post.id. It is number concretely value. But why it is not here in curly brackets? Because it is generic writing. It is generic writing. It is writing that ID would be something here. But in generic, we don't know what it is. Handle delete is for all row. In any row is other ID. It is not concretely. And we can here give named, we can name this parameter as we want. X, Y, Z. But the best is named it ID, because it would be ID of post. And it is generic, but in concretely, after concretely click, here coming concretely value. Concretely value. And that when we have concretely value, it always go in curly brackets. But why here is not in curly brackets? Because all is together is in curly brackets. It is as one block, and from that block we will have recalling function handle update with concretely number, concretely post ID. And again, post ID here, there is no curly brackets because all is in curly brackets. What means it is inside is variable, here is variable with concretely value. Concretely value. And that concretely value, 1, 2, 3, 4 ID of that concretely row, concretely post, would call handle delete, and it coming with parameter concretely value coming number here, and that number go in address of end point of endpoint. Here it is that ID. We must write here ID because it is this ID. Must be same name. And look at why we have a backtick here. Because we have string with variable. This is string, and dollar, all with dollar, is variable, and curly brackets, here is a curly brackets, it is concretely value. Here is a concretely value. Dollar, curly brackets, ID, concretely value, it is parameter. And here is a back stick. Must be back stick when we have combination of string and dollar something. Dollar is variable. Dollar means variable. And delete hypertext transfer protocol delete Axios library dot delete. Delete is a method of Axios library, and it is a request. Send request delete hypertext transfer protocol delete, and that delete go to endpoint, go to this address, to our project, to our JSON list array, and delete server software. Delete that post ID, remove, delete from array. And that array on the server, after that, there is no that post. If, of course, if all go okay. After it is go okay or not okay, because of that there is a response. Response. We catch with method 10. With method 10, and in that method 10 there is a parameter arrow function. In body of that arrow function, if it is all is okay, we will receive response. In response would be data, response data, and would be response data. But here in that response would be data or would be error, something error what we would catch with here. But and in a 10 we don't receive, we received in 10, we received ID, because we send ID, we received ID. If all is okay, we send ID, it is concretely number, and we received ID. Response bring back this ID. Bring back. You remember update, you remember add. Always response bring back what we send in our request. That also bring back, only that bring back to our client, and in the client we must coding what to do about that. And about that, because post state there is on the server, and server software delete concretely post on server, and don't send to us complete array post. No, send us in response only ID what we send there. It means, for example, ID 7 would be sent to by method delete, would be sent to server software delete it, all is okay, and send back response. Send back response, it is automatically protocol what we have. Send back response, and in that response coming ID. Here it is, ID. And what happened here? what happened here? Set post is a function what will modify our post, state post. Our state post, there is all post, and now must be one remove for array post. How that did here? In parameter of set post is this expression. What that expression means? That expression means method filter is like method map. Always give us array, new array. And every array there is a method filter. Our posts original with all post dot filter, filter method. In parameter of filter method we have arrow function. There is a post for parameter, and in body there is a post ID of every post not equal ID. It means that all post with post ID not equal ID will be in a new array. Who will not be post what we delete. We delete this post, and all post what have not ID like that would be new array. And it is finished. Set post said new array is all post without deleted post. Here it is, without deleted post. Filter for all post what have not ID what we delete. And it is end of delete. Thank you for watching this video.